Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in this video it's going to be a bit different, but if you guys don't know, I'm a pharmacy student and I just finished my third year of study, and I just thought, you know what, I've had my fair share of good and bad books, and there might be like a pharmacy student out there, or like someone who wants to do pharmacy, and or someone who's like already applied to do pharmacy and they just need help and guidance on what books will save your whole 4 years of study. So I just thought, you know what, I've had 3 years experience now. I kind of know what books are the best books to use and what books suck, right? So I just thought, let me just come on here and just share my experience and my favorite books that I use when I'm studying, and hopefully someone will find it useful. I don't know, hopefully, maybe. Do you know what, let's just get started. So I've got like all my books here that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to start with the big ones just because I don't really want to, they're just big and they're just taking up too much room, so let me just start with the big ones. Okay, so the first one is this massive clinical medicine book, and this book is really good if you want to kind of go over each topic that you're doing in a lot of detail. And there is literally every topic you could ever think of in here, and for me, I found that I don't need to read like the whole of each topic to understand what I'm doing, only certain sections that are relevant to me, because this is a clinical medicine book. It's not specifically pharmacy related. However, I have found it useful if I really do struggle with the topic. This gives so much information that you won't know what to do with yourself. So if you find that like you have a topic or a certain condition or a topic area that you just don't understand, you can't wrap your head around it, this book has all the information that you need in your life. So this is the first book that I recommend that you borrow. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say where I got all these books from, by the way. I borrowed this from my library, so I'm pretty sure your university library will have it as well. The second book is actually more pharmacy related. It's kind of the same book, but it's called Clinical Pharmacy and Therapeutics, and it's obviously more related to pharmacy. So like the first book, I just thought, you know what, let me just show both books, but this one is specifically pharmacy related. Again, it has like all the conditions you could ever really want in here. And another thing about this as well is that it has like really useful cases that you can go over and practice your knowledge. So again, really good book. To be fair, you don't really need the first book and the second book. I just have both for some reason. But yeah, so this is like a really handy book. I suggest you take out this one if you are a pharmacy student, but if you can't find it in your local library or whatever and you don't want to buy it, then the clinical medicine one will work just as well. So those are the big books, and to be fair, whenever I am using these books, I do not go to the library. I sit in my accommodation and I study from home, because these books are heavy and I can't be bothered to carry them. So whenever I feel like I need to use them, I just stay in my accommodation. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not taking them in my backpack. I don't want back pain. It's not happening. Anyways, those are the first two books. The next books are kind of smaller, so these ones I do take with me when I'm like going to the library or whatever like that. So the first one I'm just gonna show you guys, it's called Practical Pharmaceutical Calculations, and this is a book that I bought myself in first year. And the reason why I bought this was because I just remember panicking. I was thinking, oh my god, like I can't do, like I don't know what was wrong with me, because I was fine in A-levels, and then I came to university and I just didn't know my left from my right. Like I was confused when it came to pharmaceutical calculations. So I bought this book, and honestly it was a lifesaver. Like it just explains each thing you need to know. Everything that a pharmacy student needs to know is in this book related to calculations. I got this in first year, so that was like 3 years ago, so I'm not sure if there's like an updated edition. This is the second edition. However, obviously if there is an updated edition, then get that one instead of this one. But yeah, so this just has everything you need to know about pharmaceutical calculations in it, and it has all the topics you need to know as well for like both end of year exams as well as pre-reg exams and all that stuff. And it also has a lot of practice questions and model answers and stuff like that. So this is just really useful to have just as a guide. I have found that in second and third year I didn't use it that much, but that was because our calculations teacher, lecturer, she's really good at what she does, and she does provide us with so much information, guidance and everything, that I just found that I haven't been relying on this book as much. But if I do need to go back, I know that I can always do so, and everything I need to know will be in this book. So that's the third book. Yeah, third book. And the fourth book I have is this Counterintelligence Plus book, and this is just a book that I got from a Boots, what's it called, like fair, like job fair. So they were just giving this out, and this book, to be honest, I don't use it for studying or anything. It's just if you haven't got much experience in a pharmacy, or if maybe like you haven't started the pharmacy degree yet, or you're in first year or something, or you just generally don't have that much experience, and you need to put like an image to the name of the drug, this book is good because it has like all the drugs like in here, you know, like pictures and everything, and it just gives you basic information. So I don't really use this book that much, to be honest, but it is good to have as a reference guide. Or maybe if you just like starting out pharmacy like next year September, you just want something to read kind of before you start, this is a good book. And it just has a lot of information, just general information. Again, I don't use it to revise or anything, but it's just a handy book to have. So this is the fourth book. Yeah, fourth book. And then you guys, the BNF. Do I need to say anything else? Like, if you're a pharmacy student and you have not opened this BNF, what are you doing with your life? This BNF, right, after pre-reg, so basically if you don't know about like the whole pharmacy structure, I think I will do a video on it because it is quite a weird like process compared to other university courses, I think. Because what happens is you have to do obviously 3 years studying, and then you have to do a master's as well, and after master's you have this whole like 1 year pre-reg. It's called pre-registration, where you like work and study at the same time, and you have to do more exams after that. It's a really weird like process, I think, so I might do a video on that. But anyways, if you are like after pre-reg, you guys, I haven't done pre-reg yet, don't get me wrong, but I've heard stories. You need to know this whole BNF in your mind. So if I were you, and if you're a first year pharmacy student watching this, or second year, or even third year, fourth year, I don't care, if you have not started reading this book, you better start, because everything you will get examined on is in this book. And obviously there's also the BNF for children, but we don't really use this one that much. But this one, if you don't know it, you're in trouble. And this, obviously, it just has all the drugs in here, all the monitoring requirements, the doses, everything you need to know, special requirements, everything, prices of medication, everything. It's in this book. If you don't know it, you better start picking it up and learning it. And obviously the BNF for children, so it's the same process, the same principle. It's just based for children, dosing of children, therapeutics, so BNF for children, yeah. And then, so I've got 3 more books to show you guys. I hope you're not bored, by the way. Maybe I'm just weird for doing a video like this, I don't know. But so this book is the next one, and it's from the CPPE. And if you guys don't know, this is like a organization that specifically focuses on post-grad or like pre-reg students. So if you are like a first year, second year, third year pharmacy student, I'm pretty sure you guys will get given this when the time is right. I got this book given to me in third year because we had someone from this organization come in and give us a talk. I actually think this is available on the website as well as a online copy if you guys want to have a look. But this book just basically talks about communication, consultation skills, how to deal with difficult patients, you know, that kind of thing. So again, it's not really like a studying book, it's just a book that's good to read, it's good to know. this is stuff you need to know as a pharmacist anyways. You know, you are talking to the general public on a daily basis. You have like people's lives in your hands. You know, their healthcare is extremely important, the medications. You need to know how to communicate with patients, and this book gives you a lot of guidance and advice and support on how to do that. So this book is really good. I don't use it for studying, like I said, but it's just good to read and just understand the whole concept of how to communicate effectively with patients. I've got like a whole big pile. And oh my god, guys, this is my favorite book. I feel so weird because I just feel like people are gonna look at this and be like, oh my god, she's such a like nerd or something. Oh my god. Anyways, this is my favorite book. This one is my favorite book. It's called just Community Pharmacy by Paul Rutter. And you guys, this book has saved me in exams, you guys, because obviously it doesn't have all the conditions in there. So like the more like bigger topics like cancer drug treatments, like depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, that kind of stuff is not in this book. It's more based on community approaches, so things you would see in a community pharmacy on like not a regular basis, but like more often than other conditions. So it breaks down for you into different sections. So you've got like making a diagnosis, the respiratory system, ophthalmology, ear condition, central nervous system, women's health. It just goes on and on and on and on and on, and it just has all these different like chapters on. It has different chapters, and then based on those chapters, it has like a breakdown of other conditions. Does that make sense? Let me show you an example. So for example, if we look at dermatology, right, it will have like a breakdown of different conditions. So like psoriasis, dandruff, dermatitis, fungal skin infection, scabies, acne, warts, stuff like that. And it just breaks everything down nicely and simply for you. And then it also has like how to take a history, like history taking, questions you need to ask the patient, referral points, trigger points, like just everything. It has a summary of all the treatment plans for that specific condition, and it just explains everything like cautions, considerations, differential diagnosis, everything. And it's so simple as well to understand. I just love this book. I use this as like when I get a topic, the first thing I'll do is find it in this book if it's in here and read it first before I start the actual topic, like properly like revising it. It's just so handy to have, and I just feel like a lot of the exams that I have are kind of based on what's in this book, because it's all about community pharmacy, and a lot of the exams that you will have and stuff, or if you are a pharmacy student, will be based around that. Obviously there's some exams that are like more based on like bigger conditions and more extreme situations, but a lot of the stuff that I got tested on, especially in this year, was based around community pharmacy diagnosis and treatment, that kind of thing. So it's just a really handy book. I love this book so much. I don't know what I would do without this book. Yeah, I don't know what I would do without this book. The love of my life. I love this book so much. You guys have to get this book. And I got this book from the library, you guys. When I tell you it was a struggle, like people were like requesting this book. I had to return it at one point and then go back and collect it again from the person. This book, I love it. I love it. And if you guys are pharmacy students, or you're thinking of doing pharmacy, or you know you're going to do pharmacy, you've applied, you got accepted, all that, the first thing you do when you get to university, yeah, go to the library and take out this book. I'm not joking. It will save your life. It will literally save your life. So take out this book, thank me later, and yeah, I think I have like a feeling they're all gonna fall on the floor. So the last book I have here is a newfound favorite of mine. I have not used it prior to third year, but my friend actually recommended it, and I was like, you know what, I might as well give it a go. I was really struggling on this particular subject area, and I just needed help, and she was like, well, I've got this book and it's really, really good, you should take it out, you know, it would help you. I was like, okay, sure, yeah. But actually it's really good, and it actually has helped me a lot this year. This book is all about pharmacology. Now, I don't know about you guys that do pharmacy, but I hate pharmacology so much. I hate it. I don't know why. I can't do it. But this book, the reason why I like it so much is because it explains most topic areas, to be fair. Like, it actually does explain a lot of different subject areas. And what they do is, so for example, heart failure, what they do is for each condition, it's spread over 2 pages. Do you guys see that? So they don't make, it's not like a long thing where you're going to sit down and be reading like 200 pages. It's a 2-page thing for each condition that they have in the book. And they, first of all, they obviously have like diagrams on here, and they give you a brief overview of the condition, and then give you like the drugs that they use in treating the condition. But they give you, instead of like giving you specific drug names and stuff like that, they give you the drug classifications, and they explain a bit more about it and how it worked in relating to like the body and stuff like that. And it's just a really handy book to have, especially if you struggle with pharmacology like I do. And yeah, it's just really, really good, you know, agents used in anemias, that kind of thing. And it's not just like, let me show you guys. So you've got like ocular pharmacology. They explain like a lot of different diseases, and it's not simple. I'm not gonna lie, it's not simple to understand, but it's better than, you know, like going on the internet or reading like 200 pages worth of pharmacology for one condition. They try to explain it the simplest that is probably physically possible, and it's just nice. Like like even if you're just like revising and you have the book open on the side, like it's good to just have there, and you can always refer back to it. And it has helped me a lot to understand a lot of the pharmacology of different conditions and different classifications of medications, that kind of thing. So I do recommend that you guys also get this book, and I just got this from my library as well, so I'm sure your university will have it as well. And yeah, so those, guys, are all the books that I recommend for any pharmacy students, any, you know, upcoming pharmacy students that are starting. These books have saved my life. Like, you guys don't understand. I don't know where I would be without these books. But yeah, so those are all the books I recommend. I hope you guys found this video useful or interesting. Even if you're not a pharmacy student and you're somehow watching this, I hope you found it maybe a bit interesting. I don't know. But anyways, guys, so that's the video that I have for you today. I hope you guys liked it. If you do, make sure to like, comment and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.